Jose Aldo versus Conor McGregor is one of my favorite knockouts of all time. It was quick, decisive, brutal, and rare. The rare part is its location. It's one of few knockouts that I can remember that happened right in the middle of the cage. Conor McGregor's fist lands on Aldo's chin right when Aldo's head is above the middle of the octagon. Since McGregor's knockout at UFC 194, there have been a lot of KOs. Some, like McGregor's KO, happened right in the middle of the cage, but oddly enough, most of the mid-cage KOs are kicks and knees. For some reason, the center of the cage is a really popular place for fighters to land a KO kick. Holly Holm stopped Betch Correia with a high kick. Donald Cerrone almost kicked Matt Brown's head off. If you're a fighter, don't let your guard down in the middle of the cage. You might just get kicked. Just outside of the center is where a lot of knockout punches happen. This area just outside of the painted mini octagon there is a safer place to fight, other than this one spot in particular. A lot of kicks and knees have happened here. There's Herman KOing Bosch from the clinch. That's also where Whitaker high-kicked Derek Brunson. Now here was the hard part of putting this whole thing together. 20 seconds before this kick, Whitaker tagged Brunson with a jab while going backwards. It rocked Brunson. So plotting the exact point where a KO or fight-ending strike landed on the feet was tough. Here are the general rules I went by. You can pause the video if you really want and read it all. It's a bit tedious. Basically, if you hear Joe Rogan say this, then I probably counted that spot. Now with that said, let's get back to the cage. And once you get up against the cage, it's a wasteland, especially in the corners. Even fighters pressed up against the cage can deliver a knockout bomb. But more times than not, a fighter that has been backed up against the cage is the one getting KO'd. There are some other oddities. It seems like the bottom of the cage is a more popular area for knockouts. Kicks seem to be occurring in similar areas. You see a bunch right there, but then there's nothing over here. There are 155 knockouts listed here. That's a lot of knockouts, but it's still a small sample size, so there's a lot of data left to be plotted. This is a good first look at where fighters are more susceptible to KOs. In order to get a more clear picture, we'll have to add KOs from before UFC 194. But we'll do that another time. Do you know how long it took to watch and plot 155 KOs? It'll be another little bit before I go back and take a crack at 2015 and 2014. So this video is done. I'd like to thank John Bois of SB Nation for the inspiration for this video. Go Google his name and check out his awesome videos. Oh, and there's my Twitter. Go give me a follow if you could. I think I'm pretty good at the whole Twitter thing. You could almost say I'm out of this world.